Right, super quick, because I'm trying to make a quick video every day this week. Yesterday I made a video and I talked about how you didn't need a new camera, and as part of that video I mentioned that I already had a perfectly good camera, so I didn't need a new camera. And although I didn't buy new cameras, I bought an old. I'll leave a link to that video somewhere so you can go watch it. Quickly today, because the battery on my GoPro is running out. I'm so good at this YouTube, you won't believe it. Quickly then, I just want to show you the 5 lenses that I've got for this EOS M50, starting with the kit lens. So I'm not going to talk about the camera, maybe we'll do that in another video, or I'm sure you already know plenty about it. But the 5 lenses I've got are the kit lens. So this covers 15 to 45mm. It's perfectly good lens, great, makes this into a nice video camera, to be honest with you, because at that 15mm end, which is about 24mm equivalent, it's really nice and wide and perfect for that sort of vlogging point of view. Great lens, and as I say, will often come with the camera. This is the telephoto lens. I didn't rush out and get this because I'm not really well, I didn't rush out and get it. I haven't taken a huge amount of photos with it. I've quite often had the camera set up here, and I've taken photos of birds on the bird feeder and everything, although we don't really get anything particularly exciting in our garden, so it's never got used very much. And when I go out and about walking with my camera, I don't really do the big landscapey stuff, and I'm not really bird watchy or anything, so I found I never got much use out of this this zoom lens. But still, it's great. You've got some image stabilization in there. It goes out to 200mm, which is about 340, 360, something like that, in terms of like full frame. So it's quite long, really. And I did use it a few weeks ago, and I took some photos in Bath, in a local city to me here, and taking a photo from one hillside across the valley to the city. And I thought actually it worked really well, and it's encouraged me to maybe try this lens again. So yeah, that's the 55 to 200mm zoom lens. I can't remember how much these are, so by now hopefully I'll have put some prices on the screen so you get some indication of what these lenses are today, and maybe some affiliate links below if you want to go and have a look at them on Amazon for starters. So those are the native lenses. Sorry, thirdly is the 22mm pancake lens. It's probably the one lens that most people buy for this camera. 22mm on this APS-C sensor converts to 35mm, which makes this a really nice point and shoot, and it's still wide enough for sort of vloggy kind of stuff. Great f2.0, so really nice bright lens, lets in lots of light. I really like it, and probably for a few years it stayed on here, and these two never even got a look in. So yeah, great lens, and a definite must if you've got an EOS M50. But if you've got an EOS M50, you probably already know that. Now these two lenses over here, they don't natively fit on this camera because these two are EF S mount. This is an EF M mount, the mirrorless ones. The EF S mount, these came from a previous camera that I had, which was the Canon EOS 400D, or the Rebel XTI, I think is what they call it in America. And so in order to fit these onto this camera, you need a little adapter. You can get these from a number of different manufacturers, and it's important you get one which will transfer the electronics to the camera, between the lens and the camera, so that you can still use all the stabilization and the autofocus and manual focus features. So grab one of these, and then the whole world opens up to you, so that you can start buying lenses for so you can now start buying lenses, Canon lenses, you can buy Sony lenses, Sigma lenses, all sorts, because you can buy these adapters that will adapt various different mounts. You can then buy many different lenses. So, but the two that I have are this Nifty 50. Probably doesn't need any introduction. It's quite noisy, as in the motor in it is really noisy when it's focusing, but at f1.8 and the 50mm, it's super bright, super sharp, great lens. And again, these are just so cheap. But yeah, you've got to get one of these. And then this is the 10 to 18 mil wide angled lens. I really like this. Obviously it really does make this small camera into something a little bit more bulky, but it's a great lens. I can't remember how much I paid for this. I bought this second hand in a like a Jessup's or something like that back in the day. Probably paid £100 odd, £150 for it at the time, I think. I don't know how much one of these costs today, but really good wide angle lens. I do like wide angle photography. I quite often take videos and photos with my GoPro as well, because I like that wide look, and it's something that, I hate to say it, but something that I do a lot of with my phone as well. And you might have seen some other stuff I've uploaded. I do like to use my 360 cameras to capture really wide angled images as well. So yeah, a wide angle lens I think is a must. So in the interests of keeping this video nice and short, as I promised, that's it. That's my EOS M50, and that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lenses that I use with it. If you've got any questions, you'd like to know a little bit more, let me know. But today, this was just about doing a quick video. Hopefully I've remembered to put the prices on the screen, and maybe some samples that I took using these a few weeks ago, showing you the wide end and the long end of these lenses. So thanks for watching. I'll see you again in another video very soon.